hopefully I can get through this without coughing as I'm now inside. I am uploading a video as we speak that I recorded this morning at 5, I think, for a gentle practice. And it's the first time I've done a bit of a fuller practice since my purging has been going on. My last live, I spoke, I think it might have been on Instagram, rather than on YouTube, about the warning I got about 4 deaths I'd go through. Deaths of my cells have certainly been happening over the last 2 weeks as we've moved, or we're mid-move. We're here in the new old house, as we lived here before. And now some of the stuff is still at our other house. But I just thought I'd pop on because it's the full moon today, and I would normally be doing the monthly moon circle, and I may not be able to record that later, so I thought I would do a quick reading actually. And I've pulled 3 cards, so I thought I'd share them on here rather than sharing them in a Telegram group. I'll share the other video that's uploading though. It sometimes takes a while. Fingers crossed it does it quickly. Now, so as a quick update before I start the reading, for those of you that don't know and you've wondered where I am, not only did I move house, we didn't have internet availability for 10 days. It was turned on Monday. But I myself have been going for a deep purge. It's felt like a spiritual purge, and in some ways a kind of energetical allergic reaction to the shifts, the changes. But I've just gone with the flow. I'm not going to say it was testing, and I'm still, I'd say, mid-process, and against my partner's, to his kind of not so happy about the fact that I chose to go through it without taking Western medicine that was prescribed, as when I myself personally muscle tested, my body said no. Now, following my guidance in the past has always been easy. This is the first time in a way, because I felt really aligned with all the other times, that there has been contradiction in the fact that normally I would have just, path of least resistance would have been to take the steroids. But I tested with my body 6 times, and eating of the light has been what's been helpful. The celery has been helpful. My body has not wanted processed food. I haven't necessarily been sick, not nauseous, but I have been violently purging a lot. So anyway, the 3 cards that I pulled were from the Angels and Ancestors, and the first one that I pulled was Shalom Master. Be grateful in movement and action. Today was the first day back at practice, and that video will be uploaded shortly. So with the, there we go. I'm normally alarmed if I'm not up. See him holding the ball, the gold ball. When we visualize bringing in that golden light, that creation light, there's also now this beautiful liquid silvery plasmic, it's almost luminescent light that you can pull down. And at the end of today's practice, the other card, the dragon card we pulled, was, I can't remember the name of it, but the visual was of this light wrapping around the earth. And I suggest at the end to connect with the green, connect with the colour of that green, but bringing in this beautiful light that's, as it's wrapping around the earth, feel it wrapping around you. Excuse me, to be sneezing. No, it's got, so the Shalom monks, he's got that little grasshopper there on his hand as well, and the dragon behind me, and this is why I'm thinking of the dragon card we pulled this morning. So having gratitude in our movements, our gentle movements, whatever they may be. So the movements that we did today in this morning's practice for the members, or just when you're watching the videos, when you're tuning into the flow of your body, whatever it's going through, even if you're purging like myself and you've got this deep purging going on, the movement might be that you're just going for a walk, that you like walking up the stairs at one point for me was really deeply, because I wasn't doing any physical practice. I was so grateful when I did that practice, how much of a change it made. So taking those little actions, however they are, the incrementation for the body, even if, like for me, it's been probably 3 weeks since I've been moving my body properly the way I would normally as a teacher be doing. And I felt the difference in my immunity. In fact, I personally feel the only reason I succumb I still believe there would have been a purge, but succumb so badly is because I hadn't been practicing leading up to the move, because I took a break. And sometimes you find that happens, like you're off work and that's when you get sick. It's because you've stopped doing that movement. In actual fact, part of it, it's you're allowing that purge to happen, but part of it is those things that you do on a regular, the momentum stops and there's a shift and a stagnancy that kind of then that transformation comes forth. So try and be grateful for whatever movement. So for me, that's actually been simple movements, being able to get up and get a glass of water, to walk down the stairs, and being able to sit. And one of the things that if you are yourself going through this, is from massaging along here, along the lung meridian. So strengthening the meridians, working with the acupressure points can be really helpful, and it has been a godsend for me. The next card that I picked out of the 3 this morning was Spring. See your seeds grow. So obviously we're at the full moon, we think about things coming to fruition and releasing and letting go. And obviously the intensifying of our emotions. But spring is feeling like this is springing forward. This is a springboard. This purging for me on a physical level is understanding my body in deeply profound ways and allowing those seeds that are planted in my intentions for that shift, that transformation, to propel us forward. June is like a super accelerator time of energy that we've got coming up. So in the lead up to that, that's been really, oh, I need to let them out. They were locked away so they didn't run off with their food. So allowing that to propel us forward. I'm going to keep it short as well, not just because of the cats, but because I want to make sure that the practice was uploaded. But unlocking the magic within, seeing yourself. She's holding her bowl. She's open. Sorry, excuse me. This is me being my authentic. As I said, I really am purging. Even seeing colds. I mean, years ago I would have thought, oh God, I'm run down if I've got a cold. Now I just feel it comes when I need to upgrade and purge and shift. And it feels like on a cellular level, I am purging the old physical body. And I started to record a message this morning. And this is what I mean by unlocking the magic with this card. You know, I'm sure most of you have heard the story of the butterfly and the caterpillar, and how the butterfly is in a state of becoming, and that struggle within is what allows it to be able to fly. That if it doesn't have that pushing against, then it doesn't become the butterfly. It can't actually fly. So it is the transformation, and on a collective level that is happening with us right now on a deeper, profound consciousness level. But what I didn't realise is that actually that happens on a cellular level. The cells of the caterpillar and the cells of the butterfly go through this sort of resistance phase where the cells of the old kind of what was in resonance with the projection of being a caterpillar, then has the resistance into its becoming of being the butterfly. And on this cellular level, there's this kind of resistance battle that goes on where the old person is, and this is what I feel is happening with lots of us, that is fighting against, and that's what we're pushing up against. So where these lights are, radiation is coming in and it's affecting on a cellular level the beings of the planet itself. In terms of science, I suppose you could think of it as like we're being affected by radiation, and the last time that happened we jumped in evolution. So the light itself is what is the alien entity that's shifting and structurally changing us on some level, just like when the planet itself evolved and all of the release of the stuff in the sea, I can't remember what they were called, created the oxygen of our planet. It didn't have oxygen prior to that. And now we have this abundance. We're still actually, from those billions of years ago, the oxygen there is still kind of being released from a lot of that was from then. And then from our beautiful trees, which we have this symbiotic relationship with. But that kind of evolution on a grander scale, if you push that into a micro macro that like scale of like make it happen really quickly, is kind of what's happening to us. But it's going to be so long drawn out in a bad way, but drawn out as in it can't happen really quickly, otherwise it would be too harsh on the body. That's what physically is happening to us, and that's what, like the butterfly and like the caterpillar, that cellular kind of rushing against and resistance is coming up. And that happens on the mental, the emotional, and the physical. Now I'm feeling it on the physical, lots of other people feeling it on the physical. Some people, they're feeling it on the mental level. They're coming up against their emotions, their traumas, their triggers from past, and release. And others, it's more mental patterns. And I think to some extent, all of us on all those levels are having that. So while we unlock what our cells are capable of in this new frequency, this new way of being, we still have to. It needs to be, that's my timer to remind me to keep it short for you guys. So allowing yourself to surrender to whatever it is, whatever the process it is you're going, or using it in an intentional way. So you might be thinking, well, it's just a cold, or you're not well. Like that would be my husband going, well, you take your medicine. That's what you do, because that's the way it's always been. Doesn't mean that's the way you choose to see it. Our perception is how we choose to attach a meaning to things. So for me, it's the purging, and as I open out from that, it's coming out of the chrysalis. I really feel the shift in my body, the shift from the density, leveling into these different frequencies, allowing more light and sound to flow through me and affect my environment. And then on another physical level, I've got like literally there's boxes, as you can see behind me, everywhere, how I'm restructuring on a very physical level, as well as feeling that restructuring within, and hopefully demonstrating, or can demonstrate that for you guys in how I deal with that through my own authentic journey. So be grateful for the movement, for the practice. Allow your movement, your practice to be shifting you on a physical level, because it shifts the stagnancy within the meridians, within the choric fields that are around us, that are actually shifted already and changing. So we just got to tune into them. It's already been upgraded. The system's already been like computer analogy there. And it will be a springboard. The more you can do now, especially to that accelerator energy that's coming through for June, as we move through. I know we're in May, but we are already I kind of feel it prior. So like yesterday and the day before, I felt like I needed to just rest. All the way through, even being sick, I was still like cleaning, doing stuff, and not allowing myself. I mean, I had a break from doing work, and I don't really think of this as work, to be honest, but I still had the physical things around me to do, and I wasn't resting. And the moon energy was like, go within, just connect, sleep, rest, sit, and just be. And that's what I did. So I suggest maybe if you need that today, or if you need that over the weekend, to do that and plant your seeds. Even though this is a full moon, I really feel it's a time for us to be letting go of the resistance, surrendering to the resistance, and allowing ourselves to be propelled forward by doing so. Totally let go, surrender. Allow the vision, and as I said, the green light with the white. The white, for me, it also connected with the lungs. The green, very much connected to the earth. As we process, as the neurons of the planet, maybe on a somewhat on a physical level, for those of us that feel resonating with guardianship, in harmony, in the harmonics of the sound and the light and the change that's happening within Gaia, and unlock that magic of who you truly are within. And unlocking sometimes, as I said, means to go within, to surrender to the process of whatever challenges are coming up, and allow that to kind of ride that rather than fight against that, to flow with that. So love and blessings in your now moment. Just to finish, if I've got it here, let's see, my little box that's not yet been unpacked. No, it's not. One more thing then on our balance cards. I'm going to pull one to finish. We'll go through, actually, yeah, like we used to in class. Make sure they're all up the right way. There we go. So repeat after me. I am powerful. I am successful. Feel that within you. I am a free spirit. I am imaginative. I am love. I am inspiring. I am creative. I am a pioneer. I am an alchemist. I am wealthy and generous. I am the avatar. I am intuitive and psychic. I am inquisitive. I am a visionary, and I am flexible and passionate. I am authentic. I am spiritual. I am that which I am, for I am love, as too are you. Blessings and thank you for your day. And I'll check to see. Have a wonderful, spiritual, enlightened day. Thank you for your time.